Welcome back, and Pat English is here today. You actually haven't been on for a while.
No, and that means that I have to wish you a Happy New Year.
Yes.
Happy New Year to you.
And,
to all our listeners out there, Happy New Year.
Back to you as well. And I know, I think it's been a while because right before Christmas, I think we had Jan on, I believe,
Yes,
talking
I
about
believe
your
she
Christmas
did.
dinner.
Yes, I believe she was on.
And it was a big success, the Christmas Dinner Foundation, right?
The Christmas dinner was a real success again. We had over 200 people.
Wow.
I believe it was like 207, but it was really good. And I would like to read a little thank you I
Sure.
put in the Globe. The reason I'm doing this is because I went through the Globe twice and couldn't find it.
You know what? I don't have it down here. I
But-
usually do.
But Jan did find it, but I'm going to read it in any case.
Okay.
Because I think the more we thank people, the better off we are. And I mean, they were all so great. Everybody was so great. The Christmas Dinner Foundation would like to thank everyone that volunteered for the Christmas dinner at Clubhouse 2 on Christmas Day. There must have been about 30 volunteers at least.
Nice.
You know. I don't know all their names even. I'm not sure we've even got all their names, but everybody chipped in to make it a really great affair. It was an overwhelming success with over 200 people and many volunteers. And we'd like to thank all the cooks, the preparers, the servers, the clowns, Santa Claus, the guitarists, the great entertainers who sang and played the piano. The food was delicious and the entertainment was outstanding. Thank you one and all, and may you have a very happy new year. And that's sincerely from Jan Labarge and myself. Now, to carry on with this, United is actually doing a newsletter now,
Yes.
but they need to sign up for it on the internet.
Okay.
And they go to the website of Laguna Woods Village, look for resident links, and from
Okay.
resident links, they go to board and committees. It's all these little drop-down
Yes,
things. It's
yeah.
kind of tricky.
Yeah, it is.
And they drop down the boards and committees till they find United, and in United they will find United Newsletter. So they can then put their email address in,
Okay.
and they will be getting a free newsletter.
Has it
I
started
think it's every
yet?
month.
Okay.
I don't think it's started yet because I put my name in this myself this morning,
Okay.
just to check and see how it was working. But I didn't get the newsletter yet.
Okay.
And I know that Jan has done an outstanding newsletter, so everybody can be looking for her newsletter because she will be working with Heather Rasmussen, and the two of them will be doing the newsletter for United.
Very
each
good.
month.
So again, as Pat said, navigate to where you need to go on the website and get signed up, and that way, once a month or whatever it's going to be, you'll get it emailed out to you, and you'll be able to read that.
Absolutely.
Very good.
And if they don't have a computer, or if they don't know how to do it, then they can go up to the PC Club, which is outstanding, by the way.
Yes.
I can't say too much for the PC Club. I think Laguna Woods Village is probably one of the few in the country that have such an outstanding
Yeah.
PC, both PC and they have a Macintosh
Yeah,
support
it's great.
too. And
It-
we have instructors. I was an instructor myself for a couple of years.
You know what? Thank you for reminding me because I forgot to mention that today and tomorrow is registration for the PC Club classes. It starts today. So thank you for reminding me. I forgot
Oh,
to say
good,
that.
good.
So I think it's like 10 to noon today and 10 to noon tomorrow. Bob Sellers wanted me to mention that. Thank you for reminding me
Good.
because I'd forgotten to.
I can't say too much good for those people
Yeah.
in PC Club. They are great.
Yeah.
They really are.
You can learn
There's
so much
always
there.
volunteers there. There's always supervisors that can help you. And they're very, very helpful. So please don't let me hear anyone say they don't have a computer or they don't know how to do something on the computer. Because the PC Club, I can't speak for that Mac Club because I haven't been part of that, but the PC Club have state-of-the-art computers.
Yes.
And they have, I think, 20-something at least for the people to
Yeah, and
use.
so does the Mac Club. It's the same. So if
Yeah,
you don't
it's
own
great.
a PC or Mac, you can, one, learn how to use them, and two, come up here when they're open and get on one, and you can have your own email account and everything you need.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And while we're on to something that we missed this morning, this is not your fault, Ken, but we have a new parking committee.
Yes.
And
yeah, I'm just reading it now.
That's
shared
gonna
by
happen
Ken Hammer.
at 9 o'clock
Yeah.
this morning, right after this, pretty much. It's going to be in the Sycamore Room.
Okay.
And Ken is going to really hope that that a lot of the members come out and express their opinions on the parking situation and hopefully come up with some solutions. Because one thing for sure, we either have too many cars or not enough parking, or a
Yes.
combination of both. And
Yeah.
I don't know what the solution is. I honestly don't.
Yeah, but it's, it's a problem in this community as a whole. And as Pat and I were talking that, years ago when these places were built, most families, you had one car and the car was shared. Now people have up to 3 cars. Sometimes I imagine there's manors where they have even more. But it's something that you need to look at, as Third has, and just in general.
It might very well be that 3 vehicles for United is too much.
Yeah.
Because if you go into Third, you will find their roads are much wider than United are, and a lot of them have their own garages.
Yes, exactly.
So it's quite different, quite a different environment. So for United to have the same number of decals as Third might not be.
Yeah, so that's something
right thing
obviously
to do.
this committee was formed to take a good look at.
Yes, and then I'd like to touch on some of the things that we're going to be having on the board meeting
Okay.
on Tuesday the 13th
Okay?
at 9:30 in the boardroom. The biggest issue is the land use issue. Now, I'm sorry to say that the board is all over the map with this one.
Yeah.
There is no consensus. So it will really behoove the members to come out and express their opinions, what they want and what they don't want. Otherwise, they might not be getting anything as far as alterations are concerned, other than remaining within the footprint of
Right.
the unit. So there's a lot of issues there, a lot of issues, legal ones and other ones too. This
Yeah.
would never been brought up except for the fact that the state changed the law. California Civil Code 4600, and it is a can of worms. It's a can of worms. It seems to me that it's been created by the state legislatures purposely for their friends who are lawyers, so they can fight for the next
Yes.
20 years on what, there's a certain term there, on what this means, what this particular term means.
Yeah.
Generally inaccessible, that's the term.
Yeah.
And the fight goes on.
very ambiguous, isn't
Very
it?
ambiguous.
And also going now, but also really looking into the future, more and more people are probably going to be getting electric cars or of some sort. And this is an issue for both United and Third.
It is a real issue because we're not sure where we can put these, And right now also we have a lot of people with electric cars. A lot, that might be an exaggeration. We have some people with electric cars who have been plugging in to the United Electrical Sources. And so that is totally foreboding. So
Yes.
we've got to pass some kind of a resolution to prevent that happening, or at least to give the security guards some sort of authority to do something about it when they come across this issue.
Yeah. And is there any solution now in that if someone goes out and gets in a plug-in electric car, that they can go to the board and somehow saying, well, I can pay this much a month? Or is there something there at least for them, or this is just a whole new subject to get into?
It's a whole new subject.
Okay.
There are different groups working on it. The Energy Committee for
Okay.
GRF, I think the Energy Committee is, they're looking into it. And a lot of people are looking into it right now. But we
Okay.
don't seem to have come up with anything that's fair and equitable yet. So again, come to the meetings. Any suggestions you have on land use or electric cars. I can tell you my advice on electric cars. People might not like this advice, but my advice is, why would you buy an electric car when you've got all the problems of where you're going to hook it up, when you can buy a hybrid that doesn't even need plugging in?
You're right. Yeah, I mean that's the same kind of point that I look at. I was just saying to you that our garages where I live are full of stuff. Ours is a storage. We can't put our car in there. So if I ever got an electric car, I'd have to get an extension cord out to the driveway. I park on the street. I mean, you know, at this point in time, for even people like us,
Yes. Yeah.
it's not feasible.
No, it's
Yeah.
not feasible. And you can't have wires running all over the
Right.
place. Someone's going to trip over them and get hurt, and then
Yeah.
we've got another problem.
Yeah, and as we're going to have the Orange County Fire Authority on soon, they would be the first to say, if you don't get the proper extension cord and or the proper hookup, it's a fire hazard. So
Yes, yeah, that's another issue.
tripping and fire hazard, yes.
Absolutely.
Well, we'll see what happens with that.
Okay, so
All right.
I want to invite everybody again. Please come to our meeting on
Okay.
Tuesday. I will guarantee it will be an interesting meeting. And as far as input from them, they're entitled to come up for up to 3, I think it's 2 minutes now. I think we reduced it to 2 minutes.
Okay.
To give their opinion on anything at the members' comments.
Mm-hmm.
And then when there is something that is on the agenda, the land use, for example, and the electric car issues, they can come up to the podium after the board members have spoken on that and give their opinions. So we look forward to them all coming up. And again, Happy New Year, and thank you for participating in the Christmas Dinner Foundation. And we are looking to perhaps start a club for this Christmas Dinner Foundation so that the
Good.
volunteers will be able to participate in the volunteers dinner that they have every year.
Very good.
So
okay.
I think that would be good, and if anybody is interested in that, if they could give me a call, I will keep their name on a list, and we'll see. We've got to get 20 people that will sign up for that
Okay.
in order to have a bona fide club.
Very good.
Okay.
Well, Happy New Year again to you.
All right.
And you
Same
take care.
to
And
you.
again, United Meeting will be showing that live at 9:30 on Tuesday. So tune in then.
Thank you, Ken.
And we'll be right back.